So today I'm going to talk about the genitive construction. We're talking about Sumerian, and it follows the rules of the nominal chain. So a quick recap, that's positions 1 through 5, head, modifier, possessor, plural, and then case. But with position 3 being able to utilise an entirely new noun phrase following the same set of rules. And you can have multiple genitive constructions this way in the same phrase, sort of like a Russian nesting doll. But anyway, let's give you some official labelling and some examples quickly. So the genitive construction is likely going to have 2 or more nouns referring to one another. For instance, temple of the king. So we've got 2 nouns here, temple and king. So one of them is the ruling noun and the other is the rule. And they call this the regions and the rectum. Nomen regions, nomen rectum. This is Latin. I hate this terminology. I think it'd be far more easier to say the head and the receiving noun, or the first and secondary noun. But as we've seen, the Sumerians organised their sentences differently. So let's just keep the English for a second, but assemble it as the Sumerians would have it. And Sumerians didn't define articles either, so we can get rid of that. And let's pull up the Sumerian too. E tu lugal la tu. E lugal la. Wouldn't it be great if it was just as simple as, this is temple, this is king, and this is of. But oh no, this is Sumerian, and they like to fuck with your head. So there's not a lot more, there's just a couple things you need to know. First is the Auslaut. This is a German phrase, and it's a compound of 2 words, aus and laut. Out sound. And it's basically used because the Sumerians like their words to flow. So what they're doing is they're continuing the flow of the out sound, the Auslaut of lugal, into the next word, la, which consists of the genitive case marker, but this is the second thing you needed to know. So the formal genitive case marker is ak, but the Sumerians didn't like to end sentences with a hard K, and that is why you don't see it on the end here. They just drop the K. This is not that surprising. We do it all the time. Walking, walking. So what this is really saying is E lugal ak, temple of the king. So what happens when there's multiple genitive constructions in the same clause? What if I wanted to say the house of the son of the king of Ur? Well, it's going to have to be constructed like this. Noun 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we've got the 3 genitives accumulating at the end. This obviously still fits with the nominal chain. We've got positions 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, and 5. And it's going to look like this. A2, dumu lugar urumaka. With key there in brackets, obviously being the suffix determinative for city. Yet this is actually saying E dumu lugar urumaka, but secretly saying E dumu lugar urum ak ak ak. However, that's stressful and ridiculous, so you can see why they do what they do. So this is the house or temple of the son of the king of Ur, with the 3 genitives squished into these 2 signs here, which is actually this little sound here, aka. But just to piss you off, the formal sign for the genitive is this here, ak. However, you'll rarely see it take this form, so always pay attention to the sounds far more than the signs.